James.
To James.
No Time to Die. Probably the best movie I've seen in theaters
In a long time.
in probably a few years. I haven't seen the franchise. This is the only one that I've seen. Probably really
five.
bad to
That's
do.
bad on you.
Right. But I still loved this movie.
I mean,
The action,
so heartbreaking.
the style, even some of the jokes I was digging. It was a girthy, fat, thick, sexy
big woman.
runtime. I didn't think they were gonna go for it. I didn't
They
think
did
they
it.
were gonna go for it.
I thought of it. I remember telling you, I was like, I would be okay if they killed him off. You couldn't have done it better. I say that I'd be okay if you did it, but now that it's over with and it happened, somehow I'm not okay with it. I didn't want him to die. Honestly, after it happened, I was like, no!
Yeah, I know. The whole time I was going, no, he's not.
But they couldn't have done it better.
The doors are closing.
He saw it coming in. And it's like, oh, maybe he didn't die. No, he died.
You see him.
You saw him die.
Holding his daughter's favorite, what did she call it? Her doo-doo?
Her toy, yeah.
Yeah.
Her
Holding
stuffed toy.
it when she told him it wasn't his child.
And then the mom goes, she's got your eyes. And he goes,
I know.
he like smirks and he goes, I know.
And he eats the missiles like a man. Like a man. The style, the shots, the stunts. That's what I'm talking about.
The heart.
The heart.
Heart.
This shit.
The
was
risk.
Rocking. The risk, and look, it paid off. Favorite parts in the movie?
Yes,
There's
let's do
so many cool parts. The beginning was so sick.
You do your shit and I'll fill in the blanks.
Some of my favorite parts weren't like they were the big action sequences, but it was the little things here and there. In the very first
of all,
scene,
the stunts in these recent 007 movies, the first 5, brilliant. And just to show you, Daniel Craig broke all 4 of his front 4 teeth in the first one.
really,
In the first one that he
like
did.
getting punched or
Yeah, a stunt guy hit him right in the mouth,
Oh.
I think, and broke his teeth like that. And they had to have a specialist dentist come fly in, do it for him, recreate his teeth, so they can keep doing it.
Damn, he fucking rocked him. didn't he?
Someone busted his teeth. In
Damn.
the first movie he did.
4 more.
Yeah, 4 more, please. Thank you,
No.
Daniel Craig. Thank you for existing.
No, for real. He did great. And I always heard, like, throughout the years that Daniel Craig kills it as 007.
Lock, stock, smoking barrels. Like he's always been a jewel, a gem that we've never really
Appreciated.
We took him for granted, and now he's gone.
He's gone forever.
He's gone forever. He's never going to
Anyways.
be in a new movie.
My favorite parts of the movie were the first one where the car comes around that bridge and he dives.
You see it in the trailer.
And it goes, and it
Brilliant.
goes right over
Brilliant
him.
stunt.
Right over him. Another shot that's in my head is when he makes the truck come towards him and it hits the tree and it flies by him. He's just
casually just walking because he knows. He's just like. Also, before that, they're shooting at him. The American's just going.
And he's just like, he has a tracer too.
You
He's
ain't
using
gonna hit.
tracer rounds and he's
He's
just
like, you're not gonna hit me. And
he's
he's just
walking.
walking. He's just walking. He's like, you're not gonna hit me.
And he pulls it off. He's just so fucking badass. Also, that stairway fight scene was
At the end?
If you notice, it was a one take. At least it was edited that way. And of course, my favorite part is when he snapped the bad dude's arm. He's like,
At the very end. Because in movies, it's always like, or any kind of neck snap, it's always, that guy's done. In this one, it was realistic. He got his arm
over his
He got his arm over his knee or shin or whatever. He's like,
My favorite part about that though was Rami Malek was going and he's like, yeah! You could tell he was feeling the bone just snap clean in two.
Bruh, beautiful.
So good.
So beautiful.
So Oh, also, they did the whole 007.
Yes,
They did a perfect
the
down the barrel
cliche-
shot. It looked like
They actually did
Yeah, it looked like a barrel of a gun, but it was just a little fucking runway or whatever.
I'm not entirely like in the 007 universe or the franchise because there's been literally at least 25 of them.
Right.
Around 25 of them. The only ones I've seen is the last ones with I don't know his name, Charles Bronson or something.
I heard no one liked that
something
one.
Bronson. His was weird. They're okay. But then when Daniel Craig showed, I was like, no, we're gonna modernize it.
He has style.
The stunts may kill people.
Yeah, that I don't. I mean, I know they do it willingly, but it is. The stunts
Dude,
are
they're
amazing.
rough. They're rough.
But even another shot, like the shots were just so cool, and they weren't overdone. They weren't poppy.
And that's how they are in the whole
That's
the
crazy.
whole 5 of them. They look like they would kill someone. All of them.
I love the one also in the beginning. It started off with a crazy bang when there was like a funeral or a wedding coming down the street, and he went boom.
Yeah, and Dodge is kind of the same thing you see in the trailer. And honestly, we've been waiting for this for a long time, and this movie's been postponed for a long
year at
time.
least.
I'm now going to say it was well worth the
Right.
fucking wait.
This was good. This was
way worth the wait. Beautiful movie and so long. It's so long. It's like 2 hours and 40-ish minutes.
Yeah, 49.
Please give that shit. Give me. I eat it
Yeah,
up.
I'll
I
do that
eat it
all
up
the time.
like it's nothing.
I'll sit there all night if I have to.
We almost did. We almost put a tin up and just stayed overnight. Started a fire.
What else? Oh, the twist with the American CIA agent. Their little scuffle and it's,
Felix dies.
Yeah.
Felix dies.
And
he was in the beginning too.
Really?
The very first
one,
movie,
huh?
yeah. Damn. You see him in the first one. He's a big part in the first one. He's
So
a big part throughout.
I haven't even seen any of them, but this one I could feel it tying everything together with even the very beginning where you said that was the chick from the first
Yes, they
one.
bring in his first love.
Right.
I forgot about that. His first love, Eva something.
And you think that his squeeze in here is bad, and I even told you, I was like, I don't think she's bad.
Because in the traditional James Bond movies,
Right.
there's always 2 girls, at least 2 girls. One's bad, one's good. The good and bad, they always die. This time, they made the 007 chick a woman. Sorry for the triggered community out there.
Yeah,
She
was
rocked my
badass.
world. She rocked my fucking world.
She was so cool.
She kicked the Russian scientist and the acid chemicals.
Time to die.
Beautiful! I wanted him to die ever since I saw him in the
I
beginning,
know,
and
me
she
too.
Spartan kicked him in the fucking acid pool.
He's
Oh,
like,
thank you.
Yeah, and then she started capping everybody.
She capped everyone out. Honestly, I'm okay with her taking the franchise.
Yeah, me
I'll
too.
say it right now.
Me too.
I'm okay with her taking the franchise.
But the thing is, you need a James Bond.
At the end of it, we stayed to the very end of the movie. It said James Bond will return.
It's
What
like
the hell does that mean?
It's like Batman. They'll just keep doing it. With
Honestly,
different people, different stories.
that's gonna be a hard one to beat.
Yeah.
And everyone says that with James Bond. Oh, it's gonna be a hard one to beat. No.
The gadgets.
Daniel Craig will be the ultimate one to beat.
The gadgets weren't that crazy. There was some. The camera work was fucking just stunning.
Which is consistent throughout. You couldn't
Good.
tell if it's the same director or different directors, which it
Good.
is. It's different directors.
Yeah, this dude's
There's
first.
only one director that is
007
done 2 consecutive Daniel Craig 007 movies. I'm glad this guy, I looked up we looked him up as the credits were rolling.
Yeah.
We looked up his resume
Right.
for movies. I haven't seen a single one of his movies
Right.
until tonight.
Right.
And he nailed it.
Nailed it.
He nailed it. I couldn't have done it better myself if I wanted to.
Out of all the movies, where would you rank this one?
What do you mean? Out of all the 5?
Yeah.
Top.
Wow.
Top. Beautifully.
Yeah.
beautiful.
Good.
I love the first one too, and I love his love interest in the first one. But honestly, I don't know. I guess it would be the first one and the last one. That were my favorite.
Talking about bringing female characters into like, holy shit, I am on board with this woman. There was women characters in here that were here and then gone, and then you're like, whoa, she was that badass, and now she's gone. Like,
yeah, Ben
she was a
Affleck's
she was a tasty treat, and
she
now
was
like
there
I
for a
fucking
second.
want more.
Which actually is inconsistent from even the Daniel Craig 007 movies. Like, if there's a hot chick involved, she's there until she dies. But in this one, she just shows up, she helps out, and then she fucks off. She lives happily ever after, for all we know. Break the fucking standard. I'm okay with it,
dude.
One of my favorite parts where I do this thing when I love something in the movies. I do this where I just punch my fist like this. One of them was the Russian bald scientist kicks the gun towards the American double agent
Traitor,
and he looks at it and he goes, "Ha! He's on my side." And Daniel Craig goes, "Okay." And he like tackles him into the ceiling. He's like, "Oh fuck!"
The great thing about Daniel Craig also is his battle cry is fucking top notch, and I'm pretty sure you hear it right there too, where he's like, "Oh!" And just like when he snapped the arm, like, yes, thank you.
Okay, so
I haven't seen him.
So we agreed that it was so good that I'm gonna wait for him to watch the first 4. And I told him not to take his time with it. And they're long movies. All of them are 2 hours plus.
Good.
They're not 1 hour and change. They're 2 hours plus. Which is why I love them.
Right.
As soon as
with tasty stunts and action and
as soon as he catches up with the rest of us, we're going back for seconds.
We're watching that again.
We're going back
that
for
was
seconds.
too good to just watch once. Next is, let's talk about things that we didn't really care for in here, because no movie is absolutely perfect.
Very little.
What my problem was with some of it is how he just automatically knows what to do sometimes. Like, for example, at the very end, he goes, "It's going to be really complicated. You're going to need to go through the switches," and then he goes, "All right, now this is what you need to do first." He goes, "I'm done."
Because he's on a panel going,
right. Yeah, he knows. And then another one is when he's on the plane. He goes, "All right, turn on the ignition. We're out of here." I'm sure he knows how to fly.
No, he's like, "Have you ever flown one of these?" And she's like, "Nope."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and it turns into a submarine. But yeah, I'll give you that. I'll also give you the bad guy. The bad guy kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Christoph Waltz and the one before it, Spectra, and they keep it fairly consistent from the last one, which is very inconsistent from the previous ones. Well, he just says, "I've been in control the whole time." They just say that.
Hail Hydra.
But then in this one, it's like, "Oh, the guy that worked for Spectra killed my whole family." He kind of came out of nowhere, and the bad guy.
He wasn't in it a lot.
Dies out of nowhere.
He wasn't really in it a lot. Yeah. It was a fucking roller coaster. I loved it. I recommend you guys go see this.
Beautiful
for
movie.
Sure. And this is our opinion, so I mean, you're probably gonna. I don't care. This is how we felt about it. So, what would you grade it? What would you grade it?
A, absolutely.
Yeah, I would give it an A for sure. For sure. So good, it's getting a grade of I'm gonna see it again.
That's the best grade.
That's the best grade.
When we go and see it, because we can't wait because it's not dual release.
Right.
So we got to go and pay for a ticket to go see it again because we didn't get it enough the first time.
Right. God. Anyways, that was our review, guys.
Go see the fucking movie.
See it.
Go see
I
it.
hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. I'm gonna catch myself up on it, and we're gonna watch it again.
We're gonna watch it again.
See you guys in the next one.
For James.
For James. For James.